Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So apparently, Mikey Garcia believes that Errol Spence, my boy Errol Spence, will be an easier fight than Terrence Crawford, basically because Mikey doesn't like Crawford's style. Now, Mikey. Now, my thoughts on Mikey Garcia, I've said it before. He needs to stay away from welterweight. It's plain and simple. I look at it like this guy has an opportunity to reign supreme at junior welterweight, and that's all he needs to do. Like, unless an opportunity comes up and you see an easy title grab at welterweight, I'm sorry, Mikey. Like, I respect the confidence. I get it. Like, you're very confident in yourself. You know, you don't need any validation from anyone else for you to believe that you have the ability to do great things. Like, that's definitely respected. But when it comes to this whole Errol Spence thing, like, let's stop. Let's get away from that. Errol Spence Jr. is a monster. If this was back in the day and we didn't have subdivisions like 154, Errol Spence's next move would be directly to middleweight. So stop, Mike. Let's get off this Errol Spence train as soon as possible. Me personally, man, I'm not one for ducking and dodging, but you know, it's been said before, we have weight classes for a reason. I truly believe Errol Spence Jr. will destroy Mikey Garcia, just based off of pure strength and size alone. Like, let's just put skills aside. Both of them are extremely skilled fighters. They're both champions. They're both accomplished in the sport. So yes, they're already at the upper echelon. But just when I sit there and I'm watching Mikey Garcia fight and I look at his frame, and you know, they have this thing out here. It's like your natural potential, your natural, like, physical potential. Mikey, you have reached yours. Like, unless you start juicing and taking peds and all of that, you are where you're going to be. Errol Spence, on the other hand, he's very lean. He's coming in some fights at 147 where it seemed like it was difficult for him to make the weight. Even though he made it, he remained a professional. Errol Spence has the ability to go up to 54 and 160. And just based off the man's frame alone, he's going to get bigger. He's going, you know, he hasn't hit 30 years old yet. Me and Errol Spence the same age, and like, I see the transition from when you're 25 to when you're 30. You start to fully get your grown man body, especially guys that are on the smaller side. Not like guys like LeBron James. But let me get back on topic. Errol Spence he still hasn't developed his grown man body. So Mikey, it will behoove you to stay away from this man. He's going to destroy you. Like, I promise you. Like, the way that he walked through Lamont Peterson, some people may look at it like, oh, Peterson passed his prime, this and that. Peterson's a big boy. Like, Lamont Peterson from DC, my hometown. I've seen him in person a couple of times. He's definitely the same size as me, and I know Mikey Garcia, I am a lot bigger than you. I know size doesn't mean anything, but once again, Errol Spence is an elite fighter, so you have to definitely take size into consideration. Once again, don't do it. Now, all of this talk about Mikey Garcia not liking Terrence Crawford's style, I mean, to me, that's just admission that he doesn't believe he can beat him. Now, I have heard stories before about Terrence Crawford beating Mikey Garcia in the amateurs, and maybe it's just one of those things where it's already been proven to him that Terrence Crawford has the ability to defeat him. So since it's happened, he believes it. But it may have not set in fully, because he hasn't been in the ring with Errol Spence. He hasn't been punched in the mouth by Errol Spence. He may just have the confidence. He may have the belief, and looking at certain holes in Errol Spence's game that I don't doubt that are there. But he's probably equating those flaws to someone that's his size, someone that he can possibly impose his will on, or a guy that can't impose his will on him. I just look at it like, man, Mikey Garcia, once again, I respect the heart. I definitely respect the heart, and there's not enough guys in the sport that are willing to talk that shit like you talking that shit. And you may be willing to get in the ring. And if you want to make that fight happen, hey, I'm all for it. Let it happen. At this point, I'm just advising Mikey Garcia to stay away from Errol Spence Jr. Unless Mikey's going to have some magical growth spurt. He's going to put on some massive amount of size, muscle, and he's going to have the ability to move around with it and generate a lot more power than he has. He needs to stay away from the guy. He needs to stay away from Crawford too. It seems like he already has an understanding about Terrence Crawford. That's just based off of, it seems like that's based off of Crawford's technical ability. And it's just certain areas that Crawford has that Errol Spence doesn't have, or he just hasn't shown those wrinkles in his game yet. So, Mikey, from a boxing fan that's a true fan of yours, stay away from Errol Spence. You know, unified 35, try to become undisputed, try to do the same thing at 140, man. You can try to go after undisputed simultaneously. I don't know how that's actually possible, but if it can be done, if somebody can do it, Mikey, hey, you the guy. Just stay the fuck away from Errol Spence. And that's all I gotta say about that. This is Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Peace.